the most powerful Easter story is not the resurrection of Jesus. It is the resurrection that Jesus is still doing in the lives of people who they know. It is the fact that they can look at a man who they know, they can look at a relative who they know, they can look at a friend who they know and say, wait a minute, ain't that the same man who went through the divorce? Ain't that the same man who had the anger issues? Ain't that the same man who used to talk crazy? Yes, it is, but don't get used to. Don't get used to who I used to be, because I met a better man. His name was Jesus. And when I met Jesus and Jesus met me, all of a sudden, the lame areas of my life, they started to get straightened out. Not because I behaved better. Not because I behaved better, but because I believe better. I started to believe every word in the book of the Bible. I started to believe every promise of God. I started to believe that there is a God who 2,000 years ago sent his son for me. And I rejected him, and he pursued me anyway. And I didn't believe in him, and he believed in me anyway. And I was a sinner, and he called me a saint. He called me a son. He called me a daughter. And because of that, I know what I did last night. I know what I did last summer. I know what I did last year. But don't get used to who I used to be. This is what resurrection is about. That I got dead areas, but I got a living God. I got bad habits, but I got a living God. I got some lame areas. I got some lame mindsets. But the same God who resurrected his son Jesus is alive and resurrected me. That is the most powerful story anyone can ever see.